DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to the QPR Career Mode. If you're not all nice and caught up, then make sure you go check out the playlist. This is episode 39, I believe. So if you are not caught up with the series, then make sure you go and check out the other one and then come back and welcome, of course, to today. Today we are going to be playing against Brighton, and then we have a game, I think it's against Burnley. Oh, it is Burnley. I smashed it. Tom has a memory. And then, of course, we'll be getting into the January transfer window, which we won't be starting today, but we will be talking again about the final little bits about potentially signing a free agent or a pre-contract for next season, because as I said, I don't plan on signing many, but if we are going to sign one, then obviously it will be in the next episode, not today. But one thing I do want to go through as well, somebody asked me to scout or look at Sam Field, so I am going to scout Sam Field, see what he's all about, obviously, because he has joined QPR on loan preliminary from West Brom with the potential option to buy in the future. But I will scout him, see what he's saying, and he could maybe end up being a rotation option if we were to get rid of Don Ball potentially in the future. But right now, all I can do is scout him. He's 23, so we'll have to wait and see how he's looking, because obviously he's probably not getting too much game time at West Brom, unless, of course, well, I think they did go down, so he might be getting some game time in the Championship now, but otherwise, we're just going to crack on with what we're doing, get the team ready for the game against Brighton. We've got a little bit of form to try and get back into. Hopefully, we can do it today. Okay, so you can see our lineup for today. A couple of changes. Fisher is going to come in at right back. Don Ball has come in for a very tired Trevor Chalobah. I do apologise. And Pepe Ars is starting today over Brighton side. Samuel as Bright is also a little bit tired in the build-up to this game. So realistically today, going to be a tricky game. Another 5 at the back. You know we absolutely love playing 5 at the back, not being sarcastic at all. But you can see they've got a few tired players in there. So maybe this could be a chance for us to just maybe capitalise on that a little bit. But again, 3 points needed today. We need to get back in form. Okay, a midweek game at the Kind Prince Foundation. Hopefully today this can be a game that we pick up 3 points from. Been a bit of a tricky couple of episodes for us recently. Obviously picking up a lot of draws, some very, very close and very difficult games. This today has got to be a game that we've got to make the most of and come out and really set this game alight. We've got to make sure we get the goals. We've got to make sure we start well, we finish well, and the main thing, we finish with 3 points. So let's get into it today. Come on, you Oz. Let's get some points. Good ball here with Amos in the middle of the park. Going to look forward and find Dykes. He's done really well there to keep hold of the ball, Luke Amos, because he had somebody on him, but he's managed to hold him off. We're going to have to go back a little bit, but we've... Okay, I'm definitely asking for the ball to go forwards here. I had to double check that I am pointing my log the right way, as I've asked all 3 of those passes that went backwards to go forwards. But it's okay. Linda Dykes. Again, I'm pointing out to Pepe. What is going on here? I just want to show you guys very quickly, right? Look at where I'm pointing my analog stick towards here on these passes. So you can see there, I've pointed it to the right. Let me just double check here. Look, I'm pointing it to the right. When it goes to play it, so I look at Pepe Ars. I'm like, right, I'm going to play it to Pepe Ars, and it locks to Don Ball. Not where I've asked the pass to go to at all. Then even worse, Don Ball, I'm looking forward. You can see, look, that there is where I've let go of it to try and pass to Lyndon Dykes. What's going on there? Because that is not what I've asked him to do. It's going to be one of them days today, I think. They've worked the ball here up to Morpay. Morpay gets the ball into the box. Oh, mate. Lovely stuff there from, I think, Hammerlinen to get back and get his head on that. Because that there was honestly just a tap-in for the, I think it's Connolly's their other striker. So that really could have been a problem for us. But Hammerlinen has got back there and has actually saved the day a little bit. Now, this is not really us working on the counter, because by the time we get the ball forward, they've got plenty of players back. We've got the ball here too, Lyndon Dykes. Dykes here, going to try and set away Pepe Ars, but the option wasn't there. Possibly the last chance of the attack, and actually, it wasn't an attack at all. The half has already finished there, and that is going to be one of the most boring first halves of football we've seen in this career mode so far. Very little chances, really not too much to go on there, because it's just been a very, very tight game. Just been a little bit dud, a little bit boring, not too much going on. I am going to keep Bright on the bench. I'm not going to bring Bright on unless I really have to today, purely because I'd like to get him some rest, because I need him for the next game. Realistically, he's going to be very, very important for us in the next game. Now, I don't think Obafemi can play out wide, can he? I'm fairly sure he can't. He's on a +2 there, to be fair, which isn't the end of the world. You know what? He can do that a little bit better than I expected. Okay, we'll keep Pepe Ars on the wing. He's not very quick. It's not going to be a very quick attack down the wing there. But Obafemi in at central cam here, which is, again, where I'm kind of going to be playing him in the future. Let's see how he does here. It's going to be a centre-forward role, but for now, but that's okay. But yeah, let's see how this works, because Obafemi is going to be the long-term option at cam, I think, with them moving Bright back out wide. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's just see how this goes. Hopefully, we can just get a little bit more from this game, because so far, there's not been enough, has there? They've worked the ball forward quite nicely here. Carter Vickers is who I'm going to have to use here to come out and try and win this ball here. Oh, Morpie's turned him inside out. Oh, that's not good. Can we get the man across there? Dickie's doing well to come across. Connolly's turned him. And that there is a goal for Brighton. That is not at all what we want to see. It's McAllister, not blooming Connolly. That is a poor goal to concede. Right, that close post. I have to say, although not the best defending from me, I feel like Ramsdale could and or should have done a little bit better there. But, mate, you can see that he's turned me inside out twice. Dickie there, he's absolutely left him for dead on 2 occasions. But I don't think the keeper should be beating at his close post like that. I'm a little bit disappointed, but that's 1-0 to McAllister, or to Brighton, sorry, thanks to McAllister. And realistically, in the way the first half went, I don't see us really doing much to break these guys down. We're just not playing well enough, and I can't break them down. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm doing something wrong. Well, I have just given a foul away here with Fisher. Fisher is, I think, going to get himself a yellow card here, sadly. But I have also made a couple of changes, and I've done what I said I wasn't going to do. I've had to bring on Bright Side Sam. The fact we've got 1-0 down now, I think, does obviously change the fact that I want to rest him for the next game, because I need him for this game now. And I've also changed formation to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Bright's coming on at central cam. Amos is going off. Pepe Arce is going to play on the right, and Ellis Todd is going to come in and play on the left-hand side. Realistically, we just need to do something more here. We're not doing enough in this game. And again, I wanted to go into this game feeling optimistic for 3 points, and right now we're trying to fight for 1. And this here could be a bit more of a problem, as we need to keep this ball out of our box and work it forward. Lovely stuff from Luke Amos there. Oh no, it wasn't Amos that went off, sorry. Wait. Who did I take? Did I take off Dunball? I must have taken off Dunball. I thought I took off Luke Amos, but that's okay. Luke Amos is still on the pitch here. Dunball was the man that made way, and Bright couldn't quite get that ball through. It's a shame, but we go again. They've worked the ball over the top here. They've got it out wide on the left-hand side here. Webster's made his way all the way up here. So if I get this ball, I need to try and start a bit of a counter, because their fullback is right up, and that means that we're up against a 4 at the back, which is much easier to break down. McAllister gets the shot away. Thankfully, it's blocked, but Fisher loses it immediately, gives it straight back to McAllister. But now we get the ball back here with Ramsdale, and now we've got to really try and work on this counter-attack, because so far we've not been good enough on the counter, and you can see yet again we give that ball away. I've asked for it to go to Bright. Thankfully, Luke Amos is awake here. Wins this ball nice and high up the pitch, and Obafemi is going to try and burst through. Lovely stuff there. Come on, Obafemi. Get this goal for me, mate. Go on. Let's go. We get that goal back. 1-1. That is the counter-attack that we needed to work on. Luke Amos staying nice and awake in the middle of the park there, winning that ball back and then going and starting that counter-attack. Lovely through ball. A really good run from Obafemi. The timing there was fantastic. I'm really glad I didn't mess that one up, because those are the kind of passes that I do mess up the timing for. But Obafemi finds himself a goal. Good stuff from there. 5 goals in the league now, which is really good. It feels like I'm celebrating a point, which I kind of am, obviously, after going 1-0 down in the first half, and then, in the second half, and then kind of being behind the game for most of it. But again, I don't feel like I can celebrate a point, because this is a home game, and I wanted 3. We're like 8th in the league or something against a team right near the bottom, and we're celebrating like saving a point here. And that's if we do actually save the point. We do, thankfully, because the ref blows the whistle there. But mate, it's been a real tough game, or like a real tough sort of series so far. We're in a bit of a rut of form, and it's not easing up anytime soon. But this game against Burnley that's coming up is a very, very important one. We need to really make sure we give this next game our all. But I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm doing something wrong. Something's not going right, I'll put it that way. Well, after basically dropping 2 points in that game, after salvaging 1, whichever way you want to look at it, we do stay in 7th place, and we stay 6 points behind Chelsea, and now only 3 points ahead of Bournemouth. But this next game up against Burnley is going to be one that we see the team in 14th that I think they were lower down, so they must be doing okay in regards to form right now. They have just beat West Brom, who are in the Premier League, not in the Championship. Sorry, Samfield, mate. Sorry, West Brom. I do apologise. But yeah, they're doing okay at the moment. They beat Leeds recently as well, so they've come up against a couple of teams nearer the bottom of the table, but they have picked up important points. So let's just see if this next game we can try and just find that form, because at the moment something is not right. Okay, we come up against a 4-4-2 today in Burnley. You can see the team that they're predicting that they're going to be starting. And on paper, I'm fairly confident today. A fairly slow team, I have to say, from Burnley here. We've got some quick players, and it's one of the reasons I brought in Obafemi to start over Lyndon Dykes. One of the first times we're not starting Lyndon Dykes in a league game, and it's purely because at the moment, like I said, something's not working. Dykes is picking up goals here and there, but at the moment, I'm just going to stick with Obafemi for this game and just see how he does, because I've got nothing to lose at this point. The form is not that great. So he's coming. Ludwig is coming in at right back. Conor Marston coming in for the tired Rob Dickey, which means Don Ball is the captain today, and he is coming for Amos. Well, actually, Chaloba's technically coming, but Chaloba would normally be the starting player. But this is a bit of a rotated side. Again, a few of the, the starting 11 that we would normally have. But regardless, let's get into this. Let's hope that we can just try and fix this form somehow. A tricky away game, Burnley, especially in the rain. Not one that you really look forward to, is a rainy day in England. And obviously, it's going to be a tricky one. Burnley are a very good side. They've got a very good keeper. Pope is an absolute nightmare to play against, especially in FIFA. But yeah, we've just got to give it our all today. Don Ball leading the boys out today. And hopefully, we can pick up 3 points. It's going to be a tricky one. I will say that. It is going to be tough, but we need to get this form somewhere. Slight bit of rotated squad. Let's see if that fixes it. They've got the ball here down on their left-hand side. Ludwig is going to be the man to try and keep, I think it's Brady who's currently on the ball, out. And Brady is actually really tired before kickoff, so Brady's a player that hopefully can be a bit of a weakness for us to try and attack here. However, 1 second, they've worked that ball in the middle. Just as I'm saying, a bit of a weakness to attack. What do? They get the ball into Woods, and Woods does find the back of the net. I don't know what we're doing wrong. I mean, that play from Ludwig there isn't good enough. That ball is just bouncing around, and between him and I think it's Marston, they should be getting that ball and getting it clear. But you can see that touchdown from Ludwig is not good enough. Chaloba's never going to get to that, but that is poor. That's a really poor defence. 1-0 down, and we are just... I don't know what we're doing wrong. The form is completely gone, and I can't fix it. So we get the ball here with Bright Side Semi. This is our first real chance of actually getting the ball out of our own half here. And Ellis Todd is going to just blitz past this defender. Hopefully gets the ball into the box. There we go. We've pretty much done exactly what they've just done to us. And Ilias Chair scores a header. He doesn't get too many of those, but he has got one there. Ellis Todd doing really well to keep ahead of, I think it's Peters. And as soon as he was just staying ahead of him, Ilias Chair just had to run to that back post and did a very good job of A, getting there, but B, still keeping that ball, shot on target. Really good stuff from us there. Really happy to have found the back of the net and make it 1-1. Honestly, that's been our first attack of the game. 3 goals in the league for Ilias Chair. He's not getting too many goals this season, but I do think Ilias is having a much better season this season than he did last. And honestly, I think this is just a really tough time for us. We need to try and get that second, and that'll be a real weight lifted if we can pick up 3 points today. They've worked the ball forward here. We've got our main man, I think it's Conor Masterson up against him there, because Dickey's actually not on the bench, I don't even think, today. But, mate, they've worked this round well. Come on, Dickey, mate. Jeez, that was a close effort from Marega. We get the ball here to Bright. Obafemi making a really good run through here. He's got Sorensen trying to close him down. Obafemi in his weaker foot. Oh, he does find the back of the net. I thought that had just gone wide, but Obafemi on his weaker foot has found the back of the net and made it 2-1 to QPR today. And I have to say, that has been quite against the run of play. They have had a lot of possession. We have not had much at all. But Obafemi on his weaker foot there finds the back of the net. Really happy there to have found the back of the net, especially against a keeper like Pope, who normally in Ultimate Team probably would have made that save against me. But I'm really happy that Obafemi's found a goal today. And again, it just kind of makes me feel better for having dropped Dykes to bring Obafemi in, because it just goes to show that maybe that was the right play. Obafemi is quicker than Lyndon Dykes, so maybe it paid out. Half-time, that goal from Obafemi probably couldn't have come at a better time as we take the half-time break here. And I have to say, this has been a really tricky game. One that, honestly, I wasn't expecting to go in 2-1 up, because it's literally the only 2 chances we've had. We've had very little of the ball. I think it showed us a second ago we've had about 33% possession. It's not been a well, 31, even less there, as you can see. We have really been a slow start today, but... well, as soon as we went 1-0 down, I wasn't optimistic for this game at all. However, after getting the equaliser, I do feel a whole bunch better. We're going to bring on Hursty today. Bring him on for Ilias Chair, even though Ilias did get himself that goal, which obviously I'm very happy about. But I just want to get Hursty into a little bit of sharpness and stuff, because I think he actually could be quite a good option for us. Him and Pepe Arce, I think, in the future could be very, very good for us. So just going to give Hursty 45 minutes of football. He didn't do too bad in the game that we played him in the last episode, but... now we've got the lead, put Bright out wide, get some pace down both wings. Hopefully, Obafemi and potentially Lyndon Dykes, because I probably will bring him on later, can try and bag at least another goal and hopefully see this one out. They've worked the ball forward quite nicely. They've worked into the box. Oh my word, they've hit the poster. I have to say, that was a very good, quick counter-attack. But Brady taking the shot there, realistically, If that had been a player who was less tired, because Brady is so tired, I'm surprised he didn't go off at half-time. That's how low his stamina is. That might even be him coming off now. It is for Demirbay, however you say his name, the German centre mid. If there'd been a player slightly less tired, he probably would have buried that, but I think the fatigue maybe stepped in a little bit there and saved us a tad. About half an hour left to go. I've made 2 changes. Ozzy Kakai is going to come on at centre-back because Carter Vickers, much like the reason I dropped Rob Dickey, is very tired, which is why Rob Dickey's not even on the bench. So Ozzy's going to come on and get himself half an hour of football. As is Lyndon Dykes coming on for Obafemi. Again, just half hour. Just want to see this game out. A third goal would obviously be fantastic in helping us do so. But we've just got to be careful now. We've just got to make sure that these changes help us see the game out instead of potentially making the side any weaker, obviously, with bringing in a right back at centre back, but somebody who's competent at playing centre back and I know can do that job. And there he is, Ozzy, you absolute unit, top lad. I got the ball out wide here to Sacco. Conor Marston is the man to go and see him out there. Lovely stuff from Conor, and he does win the throw. Really good stuff from Conor Marston there. He's had a really good game today, and I sound surprised, but every single time I bring him in, he seems to do pretty darn well for us, and he does do the business for us at the back when he's needed. And now Bright, I was thinking about turning around, but we've got Wood against us here. Bright is definitely going to beat Wood for pace. We're going to get this ball into the box. Lyndon Dykes with the header. Oh, it's just over the bar. That is a really good counter-attack. Again, Bright down the wing. As much as I love him at Cam, out wide, he really does shine for us too because his pace is just absolutely fantastic. So, realistically, man, if he does end up going, I am going to be gutted. But I've said to you guys, if the majority of people or if people want to see Bright go, then I'll do it if that's what people want to see. Right now, going to work this ball forward. I'm going to try and find Lyndon Dykes. And that is a beautiful through ball for Lyndon Dykes to run onto and to find the back of the net. That is 3-1. That is surely game, set and match. That through ball from Bright Southampton was perfect. Lyndon did so well at just A, getting to that, but B, just running ahead of the defender like that. His physicality, just to pull himself past the defender, is absolutely fantastic. He comes on, doesn't really start, obviously doesn't start the game, but within half an hour has found himself a goal. Just goes to show that even when he has been a little bit off the ball, Lyndon Dykes is still definitely our main man. Honestly, 15 goals this season already was absolutely fantastic. 3-1, this game really is probably now done and dusted. Bringing this ball forward again here with Bright Southampton. You can just see the defenders just cannot keep up with him. Bright's going to cut inside himself this time and have a go for himself. Makes it 4. Honestly, this game has been a game of 2 halves. First half was very nothingy from us. Second half has just been counter. We've made them pay and we have found ourselves the 4th goal here for Bright Southampton. Honestly, absolutely chuffed with that result. Realistically, after that second half performance, definitely a result that is justified and 3 points that are deserved. But yeah, really happy with that. 4 goals, 3 points, and 1 very happy manager. You can see our next game is actually in the Cup against Aston Villa. It's the 3rd round of the FA Cup, so we'll start off the next episode by simulating that game. One thing I'm going to do is get to the first, because we should have some squad reports and stuff, and you can see we've got a lot of emails just flooding in. You can see George Thomas has gone. He is now fully sold. 1.2 mil is what he went for. 800k roughly, I think, is what we got from him. You can see a lot of people leaving on loan here. So you can see you've got Duncan, who's gone out on loan again. Possibility, I think, to buy in that one as well. Same here with Hassini, who's gone out on loan, but he's not going to be purchased. But Hassini is going to get some good game time. Duke McKenna, again, possibility of him being purchased as well. Ahmed out on a short loan. Paul Smith on a short loan as well. Ozzy Kakai out on a loan to New York. Baka, the keeper, out on loan to Zwolle. And then we'll have a little look at our scout reports here. Declan Randall doesn't look anything crazy. Albie Lamb, however, looks to be a good little pickup. So we're going to pick up Albie Lamb. Joseph Ball looks pretty darn appalling. Jacob Pope somehow looks even worse. Stanley Harrison, not much better. Jude Buckley looks pretty decent. I'm going to scout Jude Buckley, I think, for another month. Rory Hobson, see you later. Okay. So we're gonna scout Jude Buckley one more month, see if his potential narrows down a little bit on what position he is. Because realistically, I won't lie to you, a centre-back wouldn't be the end of the world. I wouldn't say no to another centre-back. So we'll get him scouted for another month and see how that goes. We'll have a little look at the player we did just pick up in Mr. Albie Lamb. Left-back, centre-back, right-back. That is absolutely perfect. He is 6'2", left-footed. He is going to be a hell of a player. We need to get him trained up. We need him to just become an absolute unit at the back for us. Realistically, him being a left-back is perfect because we only really have Hammerlinen at the moment and then the rotation of Ludwig. But if I can get Albie Lamb up, he could potentially be our long-term solution for left back because he has got great potential. I'm very excited about him. But that is going to be where we round up today's episode. A draw and a very, very important and impressive win against Burnley. Very, very happy with that indeed. But as I said, that's how we're leaving today's video. If you enjoyed it, then please do leave a like. Supports me, the channel, and the video out a whole bunch. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing and turn notifications on to be told anytime that we upload a video or indeed go live with a live stream. The next uploads will be a video tomorrow morning at 9 AM and then a stream tomorrow at roughly a 3 PM start. But that's it from me, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain ya, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know. Hursty.